So here are some alternative flam ideas. The first thing we're going to take a look at is the Swiss Army triplet. Here's what it sounds like. So let's just have a think about what the hands are playing there. So we've got a right hand flam. The right hand is going to play, as well as playing that note, plays the second partial of the triplet. So basically the first and second partial of the triplet. 3 triplet, 4 triplet. Whilst the left hand plays a shuffle. Notice which way that flam goes. Snare first, tom second. We can play that the other way as well. There's a great exercise that I saw John Riley play once that uses these Swiss triplets applied to the kit in a 3/4 approach. I'll show you it first played using the flam accent, which we've looked at previously. Basically entails playing, we're in 3/4, playing an accent on, we're playing through 8th note triplets in 3/4, playing an accent on beat 1, then on the second partial of the triplet, then on the third, and then you'll notice the sticking switches hands, and we repeat that same process. So it goes through 6 bars of 3/4. I'm going to play this simple sort of waltz for ostinato underneath it. I'll play it first on the snare, then I'm going to orchestrate it on the toms. So this is with the Swiss triplet, this is with the flam accent, and then we're going to play it with the Swiss triplet afterwards. So here it is. So after each flam accent, an extra note's added to move it to the next beat. So a little bit slow, we get. And then you've switched hands. So once more, slowly with the feet. And now we're going to do the same thing using the Swiss triplet. So very slowly, it's going to sound like this. Let's play it on the toms. You see it a little clearer, I think. So just adding an extra note in between every 3 Swiss triplets and getting it to shift hands. So I think if we change that the hand with which that hand the flam falls at the beginning, I think it opens up the sound of the Swiss triplet. For example, if now instead of playing a right hand flam at the beginning, we play it with both hands accented, but a left-hand flam. It will sound like this. So I'm going to go flam, right, left, flam, right, left. So here's what the Swiss triplet would be like. And here's our new variation. Let's hear that in context. So again, we're feeling it as a downbeat through 8th note triplets. 1, 2, 3, 4. If we start with the right left and put the flam on the third note within eighth note triplets, we get an emphasis on the upbeat swung eighth notes, and it would sound like this: 1, 2, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. And up to speed. And as we've tried with previous ideas, we can take that three-note sticking, play through 16th notes as well. So again, let's do it over one bar. So we'll play 4 of those three-note combinations, and then play 4 single strokes to resolve it. And it sounds like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. If we just slow it down a bit, it's this: 3, 4. Let's hear that in context. The next thing we can do with that is to add an extra note with the left hand. It just opens out the sticking slightly. So if we just play it between the floor tom and snare, here's the 3-note pattern as we played it before. Now we're going to add that extra left hand note to give us 4 notes like this. So flam, right, left, left, flam, right, left, left. In that context, we're hearing that as perhaps downbeats within 16th notes: 1 E-ander, 2 E-ander, 3 E-ander, 4 E-ander. However, if we do the same thing as we just did with the groups of 3 and take them out of that context and try them through 8th note triplets, we get a half note triplet being emphasized with the flams, and it sounds like this. 1, so we'll get 3 within the space of 1 bar of 8th note triplets. 3 of our 4 note ideas. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try that in context. Okay, there's one really useful final variation we can do to our previous 3-note grouping, which gives us the bluzder lick. And it's, I guess the clue's in the name, it's onomatopoeic. So it's this, this is the sound. Here's our original 3-note grouping. Now, as the right hand moves off the floor tom to the snare, we're going to double that right hand note on the snare. A little faster. Also, it can help here if instead of playing a shuffle type movement in the left hand, you emphasize both those notes. Still playing a shuffle essentially, but not necessarily emphasizing just the downbeat, emphasizing both notes. So here it is in context. Again, it has a lot more impact if you shift it into a 16th note subdivision. So again, we'll play it through a bar of 16th notes, and it'll sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll now combine those three different ideas, the bludger, lick, and the 3 and 4 note combinations. Here we go.